When you ask people what resilience is, most describe it as the ability to bounce back from adversity. We are not superhuman. Life events can undermine and erode our resilience, and that's normal. You're not expected to be okay all the time. But if you have high perceived stress and low resilience, it can increase your risk of experiencing problems with your mental health. The great thing is, though, there are not fixed traits, and there are skills we can learn to improve our resilience. Resilience can be determined by a number of social, biological, and psychological factors. Social aspects of our resilience can be things like our environment, our culture, and our support network. Importantly, your social network does not necessarily need to be used or physically present in order to be helpful. Just knowing that you have friends or family around that can be there if you might need them can help you to feel more at ease. Your genetic makeup can also influence your capabilities of dealing with stressful situations. However, what is important to know that only a maximum of 50% of this response is affected by your genes, so there are a large component that you are able to control. Psychological factors that contribute to your resilience are our personality, beliefs, capabilities, ways of thinking, experiences you have had, skills and coping techniques you have learned. This component is what we have the most amount of control over and dictates the way we approach and respond to adversity. We are all guaranteed to experience some form of distress or adversity in our lifetime, so learning ways to improve your ability to bounce back from them will support your overall well-being and others around you. Building your resilience skills means that even in difficult times, you can pull from your resources to help you cope better. The first step in becoming more resilient is to build self-awareness by listening to your own interpretations of stressful events. Think about what you say to yourself when you're upset or overwhelmed. Is your internal monologue one of guilt, blame, self-doubt, if only thinking? Or is it rational, objective, kind, one where you see the situation as an opportunity for growth and learning as opposed to the end of the world or proof you're a failure? It's important to ask ourselves those questions when we are in stressful or upsetting situations. We all have our own unique reactions to particular situations that push our buttons, but it's really important that we are able to take a step back and challenge some of those automatic assumptions and reframe negative situations to be more helpful. Learning to challenge your unhelpful thoughts can also be learned with cognitive behavioral therapy. CBT teaches us how our thoughts, feelings, and emotions interact with another to influence our behavior. It helps you to detect those unhelpful thoughts that you might be having and helps us to find a more accurate perspective, allowing us to make more constructive decisions for ourselves, preventing us from later on having regrets about the way we might have reacted to a certain situation. For being able to balance pressure, you also need to allow yourself to relax. For example, you can practice calm breathing or deep muscle relaxation in the app. Relaxation helps us to feel calmer and make more constructive and helpful decisions for ourselves on how to best handle situations. If we practice relaxation, often it can come naturally to us, and it's a good way to build resilience when faced with stressful situations. You can also practice mindfulness techniques such as meditation. These techniques are essentially attention training exercises that help us to understand when our attention is being captured by certain thoughts and to learn to let them go and accept them without feeling that you have to act upon them. To build your resilience, you also need to make sure that you have a good sleep hygiene. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night and have a regular sleep schedule. Sleep is an essential restorative process. Too little can negatively affect our mental and physical health, including our cognition and mood. Finally, use your social support network. Share your feelings with the people you trust. Talking our problems or worries through with people we trust or feel close to gives us the opportunity to offload some of the perceived pressure, troubleshoot our problems, and maybe even see a different perspective.